Welcome to Straight Up Ask a Communication Coach. I'm Wendy Hornan and I'm here to answer questions. The first question is from Bob, who works at a software company. Bob wants to know, is it better to work with people who think the way I do? And believe it or not, this is a really common question. And the reality is, it's much easier to work with people who think the way we do, that actually approach projects the same way we do, that like the same things we do. The problem is that when we surround ourselves with people who think the same way we do all the time, or we only want to work with people that think the way we do, we actually miss out on the opportunities to learn to see things in different ways. The benefit of seeing things in different ways is innovation, new solutions to problems because of the different way that you see things. Think about this in terms of dating or relationships. Believe it or not, I've met people who actually have told me that if they could clone themselves, it would be so much easier to have a relationship with someone, or it would be so much more enjoyable to be around somebody who was exactly like them. But I think deep down they know, and you know, and I know, that that is not true. It would be really boring. And even if you're a person that likes some predictability and some consistency in the way things play out, whether it's in work or relationships, and we all want some consistency in relationships because we depend on each other and we care for each other, that being exactly the same in how we do it really would be dull. We would miss out on discovering things and the excitement of what's possible. And these differences often come from not just how we do things, but the experiences we've had. So it would be idealistic to think that we would always be sitting next to someone in the office that's exactly the same as us, or working in the field. You need to be able to interact with people and learn why they see things the way they do, what experiences have brought them to the conclusions that they have at this moment. And the more open people are about that, the easier it becomes to work with people that are different and also gain some of the benefits. So my answer to the question, is it better to work with somebody that's more like you? Is that better? I say, no, it's not. There is definitely a magic in the differences between people. So approach things with an open mind. And if you're not sure how to handle something or how to navigate, the best thing to do is to be honest about what you're observing or what you're not getting, or write me a question and we'll try to figure it out together. Start over. The next question is from Janice, who manages 35 people at a nonprofit. Her question is, when we have meetings, I don't want people to bring up anything negative. So I ask people to come talk to me alone so they don't bring the group down. Is that wrong? Well, Janice, it's not wrong. It's actually really admirable that you don't want to bring your team's morale down by talking about something negative in a group setting. But what if the person that has something negative to talk to you about is actually talking about a problem that everybody else in the group might be having the same problem? And then it would actually benefit everyone to talk about it together to find a solution. Or maybe someone in the group already has a solution, and then you're actually building morale because they can bring up something that and share it with other people, and that would make them feel good, and it would encourage others to help each other solve problems. So I really think it's thoughtful and caring of you not to want to bring morale down. The fact that you're even thinking about it also tells me that you are aware of the culture and the energy and the things that happen in a meeting, because a lot of times people hate meetings. But they don't necessarily hate meetings because someone brings up a problem. It's the culture and the organization of the meeting. So if you have a meeting and somebody is talking about a problem that relates to a specific person, and maybe it's even a personal problem, and you make the whole group listen to it, and everyone in the group usually knows who you're talking to and it's not them, That is what creates negativity. It makes people feel like you're wasting their time, and it reflects a culture and a leader who is not actually facilitating solutions, right? Because if you're not direct about the problem, you're not helping solve the problem. Janice, thank you so much for writing in. I hope the answer helped you think about how you do meetings. If anyone else has questions that you want to share, remember I changed the name, but they're real questions. You can write me at wendy@wendyhornon.com, and I will incorporate you into my videos. So for today, it's straight up, and I look forward to talking to you next time.